Well, good evening and welcome to EBN Weekend Edition on this beautiful Sunday that also happens to be Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Incidentally, I hear that Father's Day is one of the least celebrated days in the world. Mother's Day comes second, Christmas comes first. We'll find out why, maybe a conversation for another day. But right now, let's find out first what the highlights are for this day. President Ruto says hard and not populist decisions have to be made if Kenya is to become a developed country. Uganda school attack. Uganda in mourning as over 41 people, mostly students, are killed by rebels in school attack. Shakahola cult. We will not relent in our pursuit to regulate churches and root out rogue preachers, now says Interior CS Kindiki. Stars deemed. Harambee Stars go down 1-0 to lowly ranked Mauritius as curtains fall on the four-nation international friendly in Mauritius. Welcome back. I'm Frederick Njiri. Now, President William Ruto has criticized the opposition for fighting the housing bill, saying unless the country makes the difficult decisions today, then the future will be bleak. Speaking when he attended a church service in Kakamega, the president said all developed countries in the world were willing to make the uncomfortable decisions, hence the progress they enjoy today. Victor Enzo Bailey with that report.
On the second day of campaigning for his agenda, President William Ruto and his entourage toured Kakamega County for a church service accompanied by Chief Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi. The president tore into his critics, saying those who were criticizing his projects were short-sighted. He said his government was in the process of protecting farmlands as a way of ensuring food security.
Karibu inakuwa rural slum. Eka ilikuwa 5, imekuja 2. Inatoka 2, inakuja nusu. Inatoka nusu, inaenda wapi? Inaenda point 50 by 100. Si ndio? Na hiyo ni shamba ambayo tungetumia kuzalisha chakula. We must reverse the land fragmentation that is threatening our food security. We must reverse. Tunataka hii Malava shamba kubwa ipaki ya kuzalisha chakula. Badala ya kukatia mtoto ati aende ajenge hapo, tujenge manyumba kubwa hapo kwa center wakae hapo. Tuzalishe chakula, kila mtu akae kwa shopping center hapo tunakaa. That is what other people are doing. Sio kama tunaelewana. Tuko pamoja. Sasa tunalalamika ati bei ya unga imepanda. Sasa bei ya unga imepanda na wewe shamba ile badala ya kulima chakula umegawa, umejenga nyumba, umeweka kaburi.
He said the controversial housing project was going to ensure those who cannot afford are taken care of. Ruto says all the developed counties, including Singapore, which is now first world, made the same decisions Kenya is making today to get to where they are.
Ati sio kazi yako, wale wanaishi ni watoto wetu. Wewe mtu ya Kakamega hata kama wewe ni mwalimu hapa. Mtoto wako atapita mtihani, aende university, aende kazini. Akifika Nairobi, si ataenda kuishi Kibera kama hakuna mahali nyingine ya kuishi? Ama namna gani? Umepata hasara, hujapata hasara. Akienda Kisumu, Eldoret ama akuja hapa Kakamega town, si anakuja kuishi kwa kijiji ambaye haina maji. So we must have housing so that we can eliminate slums in Kenya. Mumeelewa kwa sababu gani ndio tukue na housing? Bado mko na maswali na mimi? Ama namna gani?
Musalia, on his part, hailed the president, saying his government had helped unite the Mulembe people, saying for the first time Western region was speaking as one.
Tufikirie ili tuwe watu wa kujenga taifa letu. Kwa hivyo nawasihi sana, tukienda mbele, let us have this sense of responsibility to the nation, because that is the only way we can change things in our country. Na haya yote, it is collective. Na mimi nataka niwaambie kwamba the president is also doing what he can. Kuna wachache hapa.
Victor Enzabeli for EBN Prime Edition.
Now, Lurambi Member of Parliament Titus Kamala, who is also an Azimio Member of Parliament, today also had President William Ruto and the congregation at the SEK Milimani Christ Church, Lurambi constituency, laughing their hearts out when he narrated how, though he was part of the team that made the Ruto-Musalia coalition become a reality, he miscalculated and missed the boat. Kamala called on his colleagues in the Kenya Kwanza party not to lock him out.
Hii maneno mpaka niseme niko kanisani. Hata shamba huwezi lima mara moja na ukavuna, unalima mara ya kwanza, unalima mara ya pili. Sasa nyinyi mnasahau mtu alilima mara ya kwanza. Mimi na huyu tulishikana na yeye na Tindi Mwale. Tukasema huku tukakaa kama ile watu walikuwa wa ukoma. Wakisema tukikaa hapa njaa itatuua. Tukienda kule tutauawa, lakini ni heri tujaribu. Wanaweza kutuhurumia tukakula. Sasa tukatoka na yeye na Tindi, tukakutafuta usiku. Sasa si nitoboe kidogo. Tukakutafuta usiku. So tukakutafuta, tukakupata. Tukakuambia Mwami Musalia mahali aliko huko ako kwa jangwa. Haijulikani, the tail is not there, the head is not there. Tufanye ushirikiano. No Mwami Musalia naye, and it must be said. Kwa hivyo, Mheshimiwa Rais, mimi nawasema sana, lakini nataka niseme Happy Father's Day to you. As our father, as the father of the nation. Mwana wa Hana, Happy Father's Day to you. Now, fathers ambao muko hapa, Happy Father's Day to all of you, including our bishop. That is my message ambayo nataka niache hapa. Wale ambao mmekuwa mnasema tumenunuliwa, His Excellency is here, na sio yule mlikuwa mnajua.
Well, on a rather sad note, distraught families gathered at a mortuary in western Uganda today for any news of their loved ones after dozens of students were killed in an attack by a rebel group and many others went missing. Officials say at least 41 people, 38 of them students, were massacred at a secondary school in Pondwe town close to the border with the DRC. On Friday. The situation got victims who were hacked, some of them shocked, burned to death in the attack on Lurumbia Secondary School, leaving Uganda shocked and drawing condemnation from around the globe.
Why have they been killed, our students? If they are telling us the borders are secured, security is tight. I want the security to tell us where they were when these killers came to kill our people.
Well, we offer our condolences to the family of the people, of the students and the people who've lost their lives in Uganda. We kind of feel the same thing because this kind of thing happened in Kenya when the Garissa University was attacked. So we offer our condolences and we ask God to comfort the families so that they can be able to overcome whatever it is that they are going through right now. Now, Interior Cabinet Secretary Kithure Kindiki says the government will not back down on its move to restore sanity within the religious sector in the country. Kindiki says some religious leaders have opposed the proposal for unknown reason, adding that it will not be business as usual. The Interior CS says the government is determined to streamline the religious sector so as to protect members of the public from exploitation from rogue church leaders. Kindiki, who was speaking at Pefa Church in Kaharate during a Thanksgiving service, says the government has no intention of trampling on the rights of the church.
Vizazi vijavyo vya Wakenya watakuwa wakikumbuka ule mkasa ambao ulitokea pale, kwa sababu tusipofanya hivyo tunaweza kusahau. Na mimi nataka niseme hivi, nimeona viongozi wengine wa makanisa wameanza kusema ile hatua ambayo serikali imefanya, hawangetaka tuwe na sheria za kusimamia mambo ya makanisa na dini, kwa sababu hiyo ni kuingilia kanisa. Lakini nataka niseme hivi ya kwamba serikali haitarudi nyuma katika utaratibu ambao tumeanzia. Ni lazima kwenda mbele. Tujue watu wote ambao wanajiita ni viongozi wa makanisa, lazima kama serikali tujue ni kina nani, na tujue kupitia vikundi vyenu vya makanisa na vikundi ambao vinasimamia imani mbalimbali, lazima tujue ya kwamba hao watu wote ambao wanahudumu katika imani wako na kibali, wanajulikana na wameidhinishwa na vikundi vyenu vya makanisa na dini zingine, wameidhinishwa kufanya kazi hiyo. We are not going to backtrack. And this message should go to every minister of religion, every preacher, reverend, pastor, bishop, apostle, evangelist, every priest, every sheikh, imam, that the government will not backtrack in the quest to put in place a framework that will help us ascertain all people who are ministers of religion.
Well, that's a conversation the church actually needs to have so that it can be determined to what extent should the government regulate the church and to what extent should the church, just like institutions like LSK, regulate the happenings within its sector. Beyond our borders, Turkana leaders led by the county governor Jeremiah Lomurukai have condemned the Teachers Service Commission or TSC over what they term discriminative tendencies in the county. The leaders claim that TSC has been transferring teachers without following due process. Speaking during the Education Day in St. Kevin's High School, the leaders said that some politicians were misusing their influence and forcing TSC to transfer teachers who did not support their cause during the last election. They're now calling on the Ministry of Education to intervene and save their school heads from harassment.
I am not going to condone or allow any small interference or political interference based on political inclinations, based on political persons you supported. I think that kind of scenario will kill the education status in this country. And I want everybody to join us. Some of us who have come out and stood firm against any interference by politicians, including myself. If I appear in your office, there's a county director of education, the county director of education, asking you to transfer a teacher who in one way or another did not support my party. Please do not allow my request. And that is what I want to make it clear today.
It is therefore shameful for any politician after elections to come and pursue teachers based on how they voted, based on who they supported, based on what and what. We cannot allow it. Hata kama mwalimu hakukupigia kura, wachana na hawa. The recent TSC fraternity that left Turkana County, I must mention this. They invited politics on their table. When you invite politics, expect counter politics. Bwana asifiwe.
Hakuna siku nimeinterfere kwa transfer ya teacher kwa sababu kitu ya kwanza wako kwa shida. Kitu ya pili ni wachache. Kitu ya tatu mshahara ni kidogo. Kitu ya nne mobility ni shida. Hata basikili hakuna. We support you. We want to promise you good political will. we will support anything that pertains teachers in parliament. Hakuna siku tutabaki nyuma. Kama hadishi, kama mshahara, kama ni nini, tutapambana.
Kama mwanasiasa ameumiza mwalimu, simama upande wa mwalimu, kwa sababu mwalimu huyo ndio amekuteua kwa hiyo nafasi ambayo ulishikilia. But the moment you side with me as a politician, I will misuse you to run over your employers. I will misuse you. Tungependa wale wanatumia walimu waangalie mambo ya walimu. We are keenly watching. We are keenly watching. We are keenly watching.
Well, I totally agree with what the politicians are saying, that, their colleagues should let our teachers be. Stop interfering with the affairs of our children. Now, just before we go for a break, I'm told by Enzo Bailey, you remember I'd complained about Father's Day being the least celebrated day in the world. Well, he tells me there are a couple of things that have been left around for fathers like us. So I'm going to check on them as we go for this break. So Moses, let's take that break.
From Nairobi, Kenya, this is EBN TV.
You've seen them on TV.
Nakushukuru Mungu wangu kwa kunifikisha hapa.
But do you know their stories? Come with me.
If people look at me,
yes,
even before they hear me, will they see Jesus?
Wezi ambia watu mimi am a worshiper, na wakati you are worshiping people can't encounter God.
Ukisoma hiyo inabidi sana katika ile maisha yako, hata kama kwamba hauimbi.
Join me, Teddy Psalmist, Mwana wa Ngolo Mosio
and DJ Show
every Tuesday and Thursday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. only on EBN TV.
Faith for today is a show to look at what is going on in your life and what needs the intervention of God in your life.
Faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the proof of things we do not see.
We are here for you. We are not here only for ourselves.
We are live every Tuesday and Thursday from 9 a.m. We boost your faith.
It is time to revive your faith.
Faith is for now, faith is for today. God has given us the breath of life.
Your faith today, live with Reverend Felix Kavoi.
This is EBN TV, transforming your world.
back to EBN Weekend Edition. Just in case you're joining us, my name is Frederick Njiri. And now we move on to a story that has been causing a lot of controversy in certain quarters. There's been a lot of talks about people misusing NHIF and, a lot of squandering of money. Well, my experience in this has been very positive because I have relatives who are, ailing. And every time we've gone to hospitals, well, we've gotten the good service. It appears not everybody has that same experience. And that's the reason why I'm excited about this, because in a bid to improve access to healthcare in Mombasa County, the Governor Abdul Swamad Sharif Nasir has initiated a program to register over 15,000 people to the National Health Insurance Fund, or NHIF, in a new scheme dubbed the Mombasa Care Health Program. Mombasa Governor Abdul Swamad Sharif Nasir says the program aims at ensuring vulnerable Mombasa residents get access to quality medical care from all the public hospitals in the county.
Mwakani hawa 20,000 waendelee, tuongeze na wengine 15 na 20 wengine, na mwaka huo wengine hivyo hivyo, ili tuweze kuwa katika county namba 1 katika Kenya hii ambayo inajali maslahi ya watu wake kwa kuhakikisha hamna atakayeweza kudhalilika kwa sababu ya mambo ya maradhi.
And if you look at that, as far as the family members are concerned, that is about 6 people. It is going to extend to about 90,000 residents of Mombasa. I think that, Your Excellency, is a remarkable achievement, and I'm told, you have told me that you're going to extend it every quarter further and further. The boundaries are going to be pushed. So for that, Your Excellency, asante sana.
So it's a good thing they're registering people to the fund. Meanwhile, the same county, there are the people who are basically misusing the right to healthcare, because the government, through the Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentists Council, has closed down 46 health facilities in Mombasa County for operating unlawfully. Director Corporate Services and the Acting Chief Executive Officer of KMPDC, Philip Ole Kamwaro, says that the agency had inspected 263 health facilities in the county out of a total of 436 registered health facilities. Kamara said that they have also arrested 3 people who were arrested during the inspection. He added that 25 facilities were partially closed for failing to maintain the stipulated standards and norms.
Directorate of Criminal Investigation conducted routine inspection of medical facilities from 12 to 16 June 2023 in Mombasa County. The inspection aimed at ensuring that all the facilities operating in Mombasa County are compliant for the purposes for which they are licensed. Currently, there are 436 registered health facilities in the county. During the week, the council inspected 263 facilities of different levels, closed down 46 non-compliant facilities, arrested 3 persons for practicing without duly licensed. An additional 25 facilities were also partially closed for not maintaining the stipulated standards and norms. The facilities that were closed were either unregistered or unlicensed, had employed practitioners that were unregistered or unlicensed, or were operating below the required standards and norms. Facility compliance inspection usually involves an assessment of physical infrastructure, human resource capacity.
With the county government of Mombasa, and we have been working together for the past 1 week. What we want to ensure, assure the citizens of Mombasa is that we, as county government of Mombasa, are working very closely with all the regulatory bodies to ensure that our people are getting quality services. The quality is not compromised in any way. We want to make sure that the facilities where the services are being offered are complying with the quality and standards, and the personnel who are offering that service are registered. They are duly registered and not quacks as as we call them. This is a joint inspection, and after this we want to ensure the public that our officers will be on the ground to ensure that those facilities that have been closed remain closed up to a point whereby they can comply with the required standards. Otherwise, they will not be allowed to operate, and they will remain closed as such. Those that have been given recommendations, please make sure that you comply with that, so that we can allow you to continue with the operations of the facility, whether part of the facility has been closed or the entire facility has been closed. We also want to thank KMPDC, and we want to also request other boards to work together with the county governments so that we can continue offering quality service at all times. The joint inspection has been conducted to all facilities. It was irrespective of it being a private or public. So what has been found is...
Well, in a bid to foster better relations between the police and the community, residents of Kipsing in Isiolo County held a happy day out in partnership with the Administration Police and the General Service Unit or GSU officers. The event aimed at enhancing police-community interaction and encouraged the sharing of information to combat insecurity in the area was very successful. Assistant County Commissioner Barnabas of Oldonyiro Division commended the initiative known as the Community Policy Open Day and urged for its replication across the entire country.
Washirikiana na polisi, waone polisi pia kama ni wanadamu, polisi ni watoto wao, na washirikiane, wapeana habari.
Tutajaribu kuhimiza wengine, wale ambao wako nyumbani na wale ambao wako pale kichaka, tutajaribu kuongea na wao waweze kujua maana na umuhimu wa hii ushirikiano baina ya raia.